From the CBS Broadcast Center in Los Angeles, this is CBS 2 News at 11 p.m.
The rain is here as most of the Southern California area braces for days and days of wet weather. It's already raining right now in Ventura. This video is just into our newsroom.
Taking a look now at the radar, the rain starting to make its way across the Southland.
In Malibu tonight, they aren't taking any chances there. Sandbags are in place and canyon roads are closed. The likelihood of constant rain has residents in the burn areas worried. Mudslides in the burn areas, flooding and debris flows could all potentially happen.
Heavy rain is definitely getting close. We have team coverage, including CBS 2's Lori Perez, who is live in Malibu.
But let's begin with meteorologist Evelyn Taft, who's tracking the first round of rain. Ev.
Pat and Jeff, as we get a look at that rain right now on satellite radar, it is starting to enter the forecast area here in Southern California. Ventura County included, Malibu included, where Lori is right now, and we'll talk to her in just a little bit. But it's going to start to get heavier as we move through the next few hours overnight. That rain coming in, we could see 1 to 2 inches in the higher elevations, up to 6 inches of mountain snow above resort level, and of course flooding a big concern, especially for burn areas. So we will continue to track the rain for you. I want to show you a look at the big picture because there is rain blanketing most of the state, and that rain could stay in our forecast on and off through the weekend and next week as well. I'll have your full forecast coming up in just a bit, but for now, back to you guys.
All right, everyone, thank you. So about Malibu, people in that area, in the burn areas, they have sandbags in place. Now they just have to wait for several days of rain. CBS 2's Lori Perez is live at PCH in Decker Canyon in Malibu. Lori?
Yeah, and that rain just started just a few minutes ago as forecast. In anticipation, the California Highway Patrol has now closed off Decker Canyon Road from where we are at PCH all the way up to Upper Mulholland. And, they're trying to keep as many cars as they can off this road. This is where they saw a lot of mud last week. It's just one step as part of their efforts to prep for the storms.
More worrisome than I would like.
The irony is not lost on Malibu residents filling up sandbags, bracing for rain, which could have helped so much during recent fires, now threatening a cruel echo of mudslides and debris flow along the path of the flames.
Between this and the rest of the storms for this week, we figured better safe than sorry, especially after the fires and stuff. We're not, I don't want to take any chances.
Ditto for Jonathan Spoor. We met him filling a second load to help defend land laid bare by the Woolsey fire.
Just trying to protect a hillside that's getting a little bit of erosion. It's all the canyons that drain into it. Caltrans
crews have been preparing for rain for 3 days, clearing drains and building up berms to channel water off roadways, focusing especially on hillsides with no vegetation, like those along Route 23 or Decker Canyon Road and PCH, where last week a river of mud and debris trapped cars.
We are preparing for the worst to come, but we're also hoping for the best.
That's this man's motto, too. We found him loading up to help out an elderly neighbor who's worried about the weather.
She said she needed some help getting some sandbags, so I asked her how many, and she said 60, and I said, we'll get it for you.
And Caltrans is urging drivers to plan out their commutes over the next week, especially if you have to go through burn areas. There are likely to be roads that will be closed. We are live in Malibu tonight. I'm Lori Perez, CBS 2 News.
Well, crews worked into the night to move dirt and debris in Lake Elsinore. In the past week, 2,700 truckloads have been removed from the Leech Canyon debris basin. And tonight, homeowners have sandbags stacked up because they saw last month just how much mud and debris is above them in the Holy Fire burn scar. Riverside County officials are warning everyone to prepare for potential evacuations. And with all the rain coming, now is a good time to download the CBS 2 weather app so you can get up-to-the-minute forecasts. The app is free to download on Apple and Android devices.
And there's even more information at cbsla.com/weather, on-demand weather briefs, updated videos from our weather people all day long. Really, everything is on this site. And our comprehensive weather page has animated radar, local forecasts for your specific zip code, videos, and more.
The teachers union now says its members will strike on Monday. Parents and students showed their support for LAUSD teachers tonight. Union teachers rejected the last offer made by the district today. And CBS 2's Jeff Nguyen is live in downtown LA tonight with the latest. Jeff.
Well, Pat and Jeff, we got that word late tonight that the teachers union will strike on Monday. This comes after UTLA rejected an offer from the district in which the superintendent said, "This is the best we can do."
45 to speed limit, not a class size.
This evening, dozens of families got to warm up their vocal cords for a teacher strike that appears to be unavoidable come Monday.
I mean, I'm disappointed that LAUSD cannot come up with an offer that meets the majority of the teachers' demands.
Molly Libby organized this rally in Woodland Hills with a hope that a last-minute deal could be reached in the bitter contract fights between the LA School District and the union representing teachers.
We have declared impasse. We are at impasse.
But UTLA rejected the last and final offer from the LAUSD that would add 1,200 new teachers for the upcoming school year and $130 million more in investments. The superintendent said the new offer would reduce high school and middle school class sizes by 2, while providing librarians at middle schools and nurses at every elementary school 5 days a week.
It no longer works for UTLA to stand over here and say, we want $3 billion more.
At Lancashire Elementary in North Hollywood, parents went home with flyers like these, but not everyone is happy about it. Jamila Crane says her son's teacher has been more focused on the labor fight than teaching him.
This is something that I didn't sign up for. My child's education is more important than anything.
During a strike, schools will be open with substitutes. Earlier this evening, the mayor of Los Angeles told us that a number of resources, including adult supervision and lunches, will be available during a teacher walkout. For more information on that, you can check out our website, which is cbsla.com, and be sure to click on Seen on TV. Live in downtown Los Angeles, Jeff Nguyen, CBS 2 News.
Jeff, thanks very much. Anger and outrage tonight in West Hollywood. A lot of people attended a vigil for the 2 men who died inside the apartment of prominent Democratic donor Ed Buck. Those protesters are calling for Buck to be arrested. Protesters include Letitia Nixon, whose son, Jamel Moore, overdosed on methamphetamine in the apartment 18 months ago. On Monday, then, Timothy Dean was found dead in the same unit. The cause of death still hasn't been revealed, but those who knew Dean, that includes his past and current roommates, say he couldn't have OD'd because he wasn't a drug addict.
I think the most he ever had was a glass of wine or a beer, and believe me, I can sniff stuff out. He was chilled, he was nice, and he was particularly trying to get his life together.
We should not even be here. There shouldn't even be a second victim. My son did not OD, he was murdered.
Oh, Ed Buck says he had nothing to do with either of the deaths. At this point, he is not facing any charges, but the sheriff's department is promising a thorough investigation.
The partial government shutdown is now the longest in U.S. history. It's in the 22nd day. President Trump is backing away from a threat to use his emergency powers to secure funding for a border wall. Yesterday, he said he could sidestep Congress by declaring a national emergency if no deal could be reached on the wall. Well, today he called on Congress to vote, but lawmakers have gone home for the weekend. The House and Senate did vote to make sure federal workers will receive their paychecks eventually when the shutdown is over.
Quite a bombshell out of the New York Times tonight. It is reporting the FBI opened an investigation into whether President Trump was secretly working on behalf of Russia, at least during the first part of his year of his presidency. The paper says the inquiry began days after Mr. Trump fired then FBI Director James Comey. The premise, did the president himself constitute a possible threat to national security? The Times is citing former law enforcement officials and others familiar with the investigation. The FBI declined to comment. Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, told the New York Times that the fact that the investigation goes back a year and a half and nothing came of it shows that the FBI found nothing.
Can you believe it? Just 3 years ago, LA had no NFL teams at all. But tonight, who would have thought we have 2 teams in the playoffs?
This is a little bit of a paradigm shift, isn't it? The excitement is huge. The Rams' divisional playoff game against Dallas Cowboys tomorrow, and then on Sunday, the Chargers taking on the Patriots. Hermela Aragawi, live at the Coliseum tonight, where there's a lot of fans who have Super Bowl fever. Hermela?
That's right. This is huge. 2 teams in the playoffs. Tomorrow night, the Rams will play the Cowboys here. We've had some fans already coming by, checking up the setup, and daydreaming of beating the Cowboys in the playoffs. We even talked to some fans who crossed the Atlantic Ocean for this.
Now I finally get a chance to see them in a real playoff game. So we are very excited about that.
You were looking at 2 dedicated Los Angeles Rams fans, a father and son who traveled nearly 6,000 miles to watch the team in their first playoff game against the Cowboys.
And I've been a Rams fan for 20 years since they started showing NFL on Danish television. And I just stuck with them. That's right, they're from Denmark, and this is the 3rd time they've traveled to the U.S. to see the Rams play. The last 2 times were in St. Louis and Tampa before the team came to L.A.
And we flew out of Copenhagen this morning, and mind you, there's a 9-hour difference, 4 o'clock for us mentally. So we just need to go for a walk just to keep awake.
But Cowboys fans are known to travel well and are expected to attend tomorrow's game in droves, potentially threatening the Rams' home field advantage.
I'm out here to see the Cowboys beat the Rams.
The Cowboys are giving football lessons. That's what I hear. See, they gave some lessons to the Eagles about a month ago. We went and seen them in Dallas, so we're just here again.
We don't know about all that. We'll see about that tomorrow, but some logistics to keep in mind. It will be raining up until a few hours before the game, and it is recommended that you get here an hour before the game, so give yourself extra time on the roads. If you're taking the Metro, fill up your tap card in advance. It'll be cold, it'll be wet, so do whatever you can to make it easier on yourself. Reporting live at the Coliseum, Hermela Aragawi, CBS 2 News.
Good advice, Hermela. And now it's not the only game. Remember, there is the Chargers taking on the Patriots, and you can see that game Sunday morning at 10:05 right here on CBS 2.
And if you didn't know this, CBS 2 is also your home for the AFC Championship game. That game will be a week from this Sunday at 3:40 p.m.
And then the winner of that AFC title game will advance to Super Bowl 53. That's in Atlanta Sunday, February 3rd, and it is right here on CBS 2.
All that football, all that fun. And all they wanted was tickets to the Rams playoff game, but instead they lost their money and hope of going to the game until they called 2 on your side.
Plus, she fulfilled her lifelong dream. Just weeks later, a female rookie police officer shot and killed in Northern California. We will tell you how she is being remembered.
And a bizarre end to a chase in South L.A. as a crowd taunts police by dancing in the street near the suspect's truck.
Here is a look at the guests tonight on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.